Hello, this is Chris with the Alliance and our web series, The Rising Tide. And we have Mia Fennel joining us today. And remember, this is a web series. The purpose of it is to give you intense basic training. So it'll be 20 minutes, it'll be short and sweet, but it's going to be little things that you can do exactly what you need to hear. The first one you can check out on our YouTube channel was from Terry Edwards, going over the ins and outs of his phone script and the exact words that he says. And so this call will be filled with exactly what Mia does in her first 10 minutes, going from her car to pulling out the ATM, the very, very basics. Last week, Mia did 25,000 in 1 week. That's a huge week, and so we wanted to invite her on, and we want you to know exactly what it is that she is doing. Thank you for joining me today, Mia.
Hey Chris, how are you?
Doing great. Thank you for being on, and congratulations on 25,000 in a week. I remember when you were doing like 2,000 in a week, and you were excited, and now you're more than 10x. Ain't that amazing? More than
Yeah.
10x. Congratulations, Mia. Can you give us just real quick a high level, like how you came to the Alliance, what kind of work you were doing before? Just about 2 to 3 minutes on who you are and how you got to here to this point.
Yep. So, hey everyone, my name is Mia Fennel. I am actually a graduate of North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, born and raised in Greensboro, North Carolina, and I graduated with a business degree in supply chain management. So, my whole track was corporate America. I started working in corporate when I was a junior in college and basically started my career. I was working for a big company called Georgia Pacific. Was a manager there by 23 years old. I was managing millions of dollars for that company, and I had employees and all those things. But I was definitely unhappy. I was looking for a way out of corporate America. So one of my friends actually had told me about a network marketing company called World Ventures, and that was my first exposure to entrepreneurship. So I started building a my network marketing company on the side of my on the side of having a job. So I would build my I had my job that I went to, and then I had my network marketing business on the side. The problem is, even though I had built a team, it was about 500 people that I had brought in through my organization. I could never get my income above $2,000 a month. So I was never able to leave corporate America. Went and started working at Bank of America, worked for them for 6 months as an analyst until I was let go from the company, laid off. And that week, the week I got laid off, I actually talked to Terry and Tia Edwards here at the Alliance, which is, I knew them from World Ventures, the network marketing company I was in. They told me, hey, Mia, come on over to the Alliance. That was 2 years ago. That was April 2018. And I have been here ever since. I've been loving the people, the family that we have here, just being alongside of this team. It's just been absolutely incredible. So, been having a good time.
Mia, I'm going to surprise you with a question that I did not plan for, because I think what people are going to want to know is you've been a pretty good producer with us for a while, but here in the past, like I'd say 2 months, you really went way up, and so your production has more than doubled in the past 2 months. So you are already a good producer, but now you've transitioned to be more of a top 10 producer. What's been the biggest change in the last 2 months, do you think, that caused that?
Oh, sorry. That's my automatic light. The biggest thing I think for me has been I've been, associating with different people, like, being around other top producers, just being able to pick their brains and understand what it is that they do. So I started reaching up. I was uncomfortable with being comfortable. I think I was making decent money, but I wanted another level. I wanted to go to be top in the company. I wanted more confidence. I wanted to serve my clients better. So I started reading more books and, just focusing on what it is that I can do to serve more. And because of that, I think that shifting my mindset has just been able, all this is just it's a residual effect of me just changing who it is that I want it to be. I always knew that, I'm a good person, I think, and I was raised by good parents, and I just wanted to serve more and be better. And I just started working on that.
Very cool. We're very proud of you, very excited for you. And I can tell people now, like, I knew her back then. Now she's a celebrity, and I knew her all the way back then. So let's get into our content today. So we have 6 questions for you based on this one simple question is, what do you do from your car door to bring out the ATM? So number 1, when you get out of your car, what are you thinking when you're walking up to the house? What's going through your mind as you're going to the front door?
So when I am getting out of the car, I do not have expectations as to what I'm going to do when I get in the house. My whole thought process with me saying, okay, let me serve them as best as I can. So, I'm always thinking about, what do they need? Why am I here? And how best can I serve them? So, if you're anything like me, every morning you get up and you pray a little bit and you say, hey, God, just let me provide the best service I can to my clients and to their families. So that's what I'm thinking when I walk to the door. I'm getting out of the car. Most of the time I wave at the house to let them know I see them, even if they don't think I see them. And, I just want to be of service. So I walk up to the house, I'm smiling, I feel confident because I don't have any preconceived notions as to what's going to go on inside. I just know that I'm there to help them no matter what. And if I don't know what to do, then I have a team of people around me that I can call that can tell me exactly what I should do.
Are you nervous when you're going up to the door?
I used to be. I used to be nervous until I realized they were just people like me. It used to have me shaking. I used to think, oh my gosh, like this is so scary talking to people that I don't know, and I'm going in their house. It's so funny. You know how people are so scared of spiders?
Yes.
But really the spiders are more scared of you because you're way bigger, you're more powerful, right? That's how it is with our clients. We're so scared of what they think about us, but really our clients are scared of what we think about them. We just have to put them at ease.
So what I'm hearing is you're walking up to the door saying, how do I serve them? And you're not nervous because they're just people just like you are.
Yes.
And they're
Absolutely.
Probably more nervous about you coming into the house than you are about going into their house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine inviting a total stranger into your house. I think what we do is a miracle. I think it is so crazy that I can call somebody I don't know on the phone. They pick up and then they invite me to their house. It just blows my mind. But I do it every single week. It's just the craziest thing I've ever seen.
And you do 25,000
Yeah.
in production in a week, which is impressive. All right, so let's keep moving on. So let's say you're at the front door. You're at my front door, and
Yep.
my wife's name is Crystal, and we're in our home. We have an appointment, and so then you knock on the door. Do you ring the doorbell? Do you not? What do you do?
If they have a doorbell, I'll ring that, but I'll follow up right with a knock too.
All right.
Yep.
Is there like a special knock, like with or do you just knock?
I just go.
So just a normal knock, not anything fancy. All right. So I'm going to knock, and then I'm going to answer the door, and then you just say whatever you would normally say. Let's pretend I am a mortgage protection lead, and yep. I'm 33 years old, married with 3 kids, and I'm going to knock on the door. Or you're going to knock, and I'll answer.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, Chris.
Hey.
Hey, I'm Mia. I'm the one that called you on the phone the other day.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Well, you remembered I was coming today, right?
Yep. We're all ready for you. Come on in.
Oh, okay. Where's the kitchen table?
All right. We'll
in the
pause
kitchen.
Right there. Now I'm going to change, and I'm going to move. Let's say I'll be 68 years old. All right.
Okay.
I'll be 68 and married, no kids at home.
Yep.
So, and it's 11 o'clock. Price is Right is on. All right. You ready?
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, Mr. Chris.
Hey.
Hey, I'm Mia. I'm the one that called you on the phone the other day.
Yep.
You remember I was coming today?
Yep. I got it wrote down.
Good. Okay, well, let's go on this side. It's hot out here.
All right. Let's go. So the conversation really doesn't change much.
Same. Yeah.
I think you said Mr. Chris instead of Chris.
Yeah.
Was that a
Yeah,
difference?
I like to call older people Mr. and Miss. It's just in my nature, though.
I got you.
I
All
should
right, so
call you on a daily.
let's move into the house. So let's say we walked in and we already heard a little bit. Our next question is, what is the first thing you say when you get in the door? Like, do you speak about the pictures? Do you say, I'm here to sell you insurance? What do you say when you step inside the door? So let's pretend we just walked in, and what are you going to say?
Yep. So I'm looking around. I'm, looking at their house. If they have a really clean house, I always give people compliments on how neat their house is and how good it feels inside. It's 97 degrees in North Carolina, so I always say your house feels really good in here. But yeah, I'm looking around. If there's pictures on the wall, I say, "Oh, who are those little kids?" And then they'll tell me as we're walking to the kitchen.
Okay,
And
so
then,
let's just pretend you see my pictures, and I'll tell you, you ask me my children, because I think people would like to hear the way you say it and what you say after I tell you that they're my children and their names. All
okay,
right? So you ask me the question, and then we'll go from there.
yeah. So I'll say, "Hey, Mr. Chris, who are those? Who are those little kids right there? Those your grandkids?"
Those are my grandchildren. That is Abigail, Emma, and Olivia. They're 6, 4, and 2. Those are my only three
Really?
grandchildren.
Oh, they live here in Charlotte.
Yep, they do. They live about 10 minutes away.
Oh, well, that's convenient. I know they probably come over here all the time then.
A whole lot. Yep.
They do? Oh, okay, okay. And then we'll kind of go from there.
What do you say next?
Well, that says I'm kind of walking through, but then from there I might say, so how many kids do you have? I
All right.
always ask one of the questions that I always ask my clients is I'll say, so where are you from? I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, so I'll say, are you from Charlotte? If you ask that one question, that will open up 5 minutes of them just telling about themselves right there.
So, are you from Charlotte, or where are you
Yep.
from?
Where are you from? Are you from Charlotte? Are you from Charlotte?
So, as you're walking in the house, you're
Hmm.
immediately headed towards the table, and you're having this conversation as you're walking.
Yeah, yeah. By this time, I mean, unless they have a mansion, I've already sat down
You've
at the
already made it
table.
to the table. So let's pretend like you came in the house
Uh
and you
huh.
don't see the kitchen table, and I'm trying to
Yeah.
sit down on the couch. What are the words you say to get me away from the couch and to the kitchen table?
So I'll say, hey, Mr. Chris, where's your kitchen table? I have a little book I need to show you.
It's right here through this room.
Yep. Okay, let's go sit over there.
Okay.
So one of the things that I heard, I think it was Mike Leventovich or Megan Wood or someone, they said that you have to be the parent in the room,
Hmm.
or if you don't want to say the parent, you have to be the coach. People don't, they're not licensed to sell insurance. I am. So I have to make sure that every step of the way I'm leading you as my client because that's the field that I'm an expert in. You're not an expert in that field. You're a mechanic and I'm taking you to get my car fixed. Then I can't leave you and tell you're going to tell me, Mia, sit over there in the waiting room. You're going to tell me, hey, come around here. I want to show you this. That's what we have to think of ourselves as when we're going into the house as the parent in the room.
So when you walking in the door, you're headed straight for the kitchen table, and
Yep.
your go-to question is, "Where are you from?" Or if you're in Charlotte, wherever you're at, say, "Are you from Charlotte?" And that pretty much opens the door, and then it's just small talk. It's just
Yep. And it's
conversation.
all the way. It opens the door, so they might say, "Well, you answer that question,"
Where am I
and I'll
from?
tell you. Yeah, where are you?
I'm
So,
from
Chris,
Rockingham, North Carolina, about 2 hours south of here.
oh, you're from Rockingham, so that's where you're born and raised.
Yep.
Okay, how did you end up in Charlotte?
I met my wife in college, and she was from here. And so when we got
Oh,
married, she kind of got to decide where we lived. So we ended up in Charlotte.
okay, good. And if your wife is with us right now, if she's at the table with us, then I would be sitting beside your wife. I wouldn't be sitting beside you.
Let's say my wife, you came in, and my
Hmm.
wife's in the back um, doing whatever. What would you
Yep.
say?
So I would say, so Chris is your wife? Is she going to be joining us?
She's in the back. She's taking care of some stuff, but I handle all this. I handle all
You have
the insurance and all that stuff.
Okay, I'll get the base from you, but it will be best if we can go ahead and have her join us because when you make decisions like this, I know this is really important to you guys. Want to make sure both of y'all are here.
Okay. All right. I'll go grab her.
Yep. Remember to be
If
the
they give you
yeah.
pushback, do you just move forward regardless, or what do you do? Or does anybody give you pushback?
No, nobody gives me pushback when I say that. I
Okay.
mean, you the a big thing is I what I said was I know this is really important to you guys. When you reiterate that this is important, they'll remember that and that'll trigger in their brain that they do need to go ahead and grab the other spouse. A lot of people just think, oh, well, my husband will handle it or my wife will handle it. No, I know this is really important to you guys. So let's go ahead and grab her so she knows what's going on.
All
Because
right.
she is going to be the one getting the money. So we need to make sure that she's aware.
Yes. All right. So let's say we sat down at the kitchen table. All right.
Yep.
We get seated. What do you say when you sit down? So it's me and Crystal, and you're sitting beside Crystal. What do you
Mhm.
say first?
So after we talked about where y'all are from and everything,
Yep. So we've talked about where we're from as we're walking. We probably continue that conversation a little bit. Is there
yep.
anything else you say, or do you transition straight into the ATM at that point?
So at that point, after we've done our small talk, I'm going to show that pull out, go ahead and pull out the lead first.
Okay. So you
So
pull the lead out and show it to me.
yeah, yep. I pull out the lead and I'll say, okay, Mr. Chris, so let me show you this paper that we got from you. And then I'll slide it over and I'll say, you remember filling that out? And then what once they say, oh yeah, I remember that, they see their signature and all that, then I'll say, okay, what were you looking to accomplish when you filled out this form?
Or is your ATM out when you're saying this, or is this just you and the lead and them?
This is just me, the lead, and them for right now.
Okay. So you asked me what were you looking to accomplish. Then let's say I'm final expense. So I say I was looking just to take care of my burial and some expenses for my
Mhm.
wife if I pass away.
Yep. So let me tell the reason why I don't pull out my ATM yet. The ATM is the sales part of what we do, but I can't jump into a sale until I understand really what it is they need.
Okay. So
So
needs before sale.
absolutely. Yeah, because a lot of people will try to sell somebody insurance, but you don't even really know why you're there. So, and this is one of the things when you asked me at the beginning, what has changed for me is asking more questions. So, when you say you need to get your burial taken, well, you can answer that question or ask me that question, I'll answer it.
All right. So you asked me why I filled it out, and then I said I
Yeah.
was needing to take care of my burial in case I pass away, to pay for it for my wife.
Okay, and this is the 68-year-old you or the younger you?
68.
Okay, okay, okay. I got you, Chris. So help me understand. So you need to make sure that your burial. You said in case you pass away. We all know ain't nobody making that feel
I
alive.
might
So
live forever, Mia. You don't know.
I know. Look, one of my clients the other day, he told me his granddad lived to 113. So if you can beat him. But okay, you want to make sure that your wife is covered. Okay, so talk to me about so let's say that I didn't come here today, right? And last week you were, just out and about doing your regular thing, and God forbid you got hit by a car and you died. Then I would look at your wife, Crystal. I know the emotional state that you would be in right now. I know that you would be distraught. Y'all just told me y'all been married for 30 years. Um, what does that look like financially? What would you be going through this week? Do y'all have anything in place? Tell me about that.
Okay. And so then we would probably say we don't have anything in place, or we have a little bit, and so on.
Okay. Yeah. So it's just kind of like I need to understand the big picture.
Okay.
Hmm.
We've got one more question before we wrap up.
Yep.
So let's say you've gone through this piece. I think this is huge to hear that the ATM isn't out yet, and you're asking these questions with the lead. What are the words you say when you pull the ATM out of your bag?
So once they've told me, like, well, we don't have anything, and he died last week, like I really wouldn't have any money to bury him, and that's why we decided to fill it out. Then I'll just say, you know what, I can definitely understand that, Chris. Let me say one thing. It's awesome that you are thinking so much of your wife that you don't want to put her in that situation. And Crystal, I'm glad you're here too, because a lot of couples, I sit with people all the time, and they're not thinking about each other. You know, they think about each other all throughout life, and then by the time it comes to burying the other person, they don't have a way to put them away nice. So I really commend y'all for that. So here's what I'm gonna do. I have my little book right here. Um, this is gonna help me learn a little bit more about you guys, and then I just basically go into. So I work for this company. It's called the Alliance, and I start flipping through my ATM.
Perfect. So,
Hmm.
so just to recap, what I see is you you tell us basically good job on making this decision to protect our family, and then you make a comment that a lot of people aren't even thinking about each other, and then you called the ATM my little book that's going to help me learn more about y'all.
Yep.
And so it sounds extremely friendly, and then that's
Yep.
when you pull the ATM out, get started.
Yes. Everything that I do, I try to dumb it down. My little book. When I say I heard, I think it was Jeremico told me he heard on Mark Hutchison say about one of his leads when he's calling through. He calls it a little postcard thingy. And I saw that me when I'm booking my appointments, that's helped me book more appointments. People don't want somebody who's like trying. They don't want a salesperson in their home. They want somebody who's there to care about them and somebody who's there to really just listen to them. So, and that's what I try to just dumb it down as much as I can so they feel comfortable.
Perfect. So, what are you thinking when you go in the house? How do I serve them? And you're not nervous because they're nervous about you. When you introduce yourself the same way, you're just Mia, just talking to them. When you get in the house, you look for something to compliment them on. Your go-to question is, "Where are you from?" And then that starts the conversation. You have the spouse join you. Always sit beside the same gender. You say something like, "I noticed this is really important to you," in order to get the spouse to attend. When you sit down, then you pass them the lead and say, "Do you remember filling this out?" Then when they say yes, "What were you looking for?" Then when they explain it, you then congratulate them on taking care of one another, because most people don't. Then you say, "This is my little book that's going to help me learn more about y'all," and you just go through the ATM. All that sound right?
That's simple.
Perfect. Thank you for jumping on me again. Congratulations. 25,000 in a week is a big deal. We're so proud of you, and we're so excited for your success that's going to continue on. Thank you all for jumping on the web series, and remember to check these out on YouTube. We'll see you soon.